Hi Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your May bonus read. Please remember that this is still a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everyone. So Scorpio, your energies towards the individual that you're dealing with in a love connection is in this deck. Their energies towards you is this deck, and then the central deck is for the mutual energies between you both. The energies are still completely interchangeable, so if you feel that you're resonating more with this deck, then it's absolutely fine for you to take it. As always, please never ever try and force a timeline to fit, okay? So if it's not your story, if it's not resonating with you, then it's absolutely okay to just leave it be this time round. Okay, so let's get you started. Scorpio energy towards their person of interest, please. Okay, so the zodiacs that are showing up in your read, and please don't worry if the individual that you're dealing with, if their zodiac doesn't show up. It's just literally the energies. Some people do find the information useful, and for others not so much. So, right, your Nine of Cups, that is Jupiter in Pisces energy. Your Eight of Swords is Jupiter in Gemini energy. Your Page of Wands, that pertains to the start of spring or the start of something new. You've then got the Ace of Swords, so that's mental energy, and the Ace of Cups, which is emotions. The Seven of Cups is Venus in Scorpio energy. The Ten of Cups is Mars in Pisces. Your Three of Cups is Mercury in Cancer. Your Four of Coins is Sun in Capricorn. Your Five of Wands is Saturn in Leo. They've got the Ace of Cups as well. Your Seven of Swords is Moon in Aquarius. Knight of Wands, Sagittarius. Yeah, your Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. Your Three of Swords is Saturn in Libra, and your Five of Coins is Mercury in Taurus. The Jupiter influence in this read is quite strong, and Jupiter pertains to expansion, optimism and abundance. But that's in your energies. In their energies, they have got a lot of Saturn influence, and that pertains to restriction, pessimism and structure. So your energies, your overall energies with the Nine of Cups, you are currently focused really, really heavily here on your own wish fulfillment. You're focused on your own needs, your own wants and your own gains. So underneath that though is the Eight of Swords. So there is negative self-talk here. There is some kind of mental prison. There is a feeling here of entrapment. However, you're not letting that dominate your current energies, because if you remember, your current energies at the moment is being dominated by the Jupiter element, expansion, optimism and abundance. So it's like every time you get in this energy of feeling trapped or feeling stuck, you're doing a very good job here of talking yourself out of it and trying to remain optimistic. and your optimism is again reinforced with the Page of Wands energy. The Page of Wands, that's a very youthful energy. It's someone who is rediscovering that youthful zest for life. It's a very adventurous energies. So you're trying to think ahead here, and you're trying to think ahead with optimism, even though you're fully aware that you've got some kind of energies that's making its way towards you. And you are waiting with this Ace of Swords. Now, this Ace of Swords is in a very strange position in your read. So it's like you're charging ahead with this carefree, youthful energy. But under the surface is this worry about a truth that pertains to emotions. So I'm feeling here that you're trying to shrug something off. You're quite possibly trying to shrug off your emotions, or you're trying to ignore your emotions. You're trying to ignore the truth of something, and it keeps throwing you back into this energy here where you feel that you can't move. So you're working very much here on two levels. There's the level that you're showing to the outside world, and then there's the secret hidden world underneath where you're keeping your emotions. You're trying to shrug them off or ignore them. I am seeing that when it pertains to this particular connection, though, that there is love here. There is Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Swords is a huge new truth or a huge new challenge, and it pertains to an Ace of Cups, a brand new love situation. There is something here with the Ace of Cups showing in your energies, and it's showing in the individual that you're dealing with's energies, that this is a very mutual situation. The Ace of Cups on its own is already mutual, right? But when you've mutually got mutual feelings, that just doubles down on the mutual. So, I mean, what else can I say? You've got a love here towards them, and their overall energy towards you is love. So this individual, they are showing up here as the Seven of Swords. Now, we've been getting the Seven of Swords out in reads here quite a lot, and it can be quite a misunderstood energy, because on the face of it, the Seven of Swords pertains to someone who is getting away with something, someone who is, they're either straight up lying, or they're just lying by omission. It's a very sneaky, dishonest energy. And I always say that everything is about intent. So this, they're showing up here as that they're lying by omission, because they're trying to also ignore their emotions and ignore their feelings. The same way that you're doing, only you're doing it in a very different way. You're both equally hiding your feelings towards each other, but the way that you're doing it is in very different ways. So whereas your energy is a lot more carefree and off for an adventure elsewhere to try and distract your mind, they are very much working through hidden emotions, because they're showing up as the Three of Swords also. So there's been something here that's happened between you both Five of Coins, Three of Swords, that has caused them to feel like they've been forgotten about or rejected or otherwise left out in the cold. So I'm feeling that this is someone that hasn't been in communication for a long while, with the Five of Coins energy. They're working through a disappointment and heartbreak here that pertains to this connection. Here's where it gets interesting though, because Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords. So the Knight of Wands is a very erratic energy. It's someone who is it's a very impulsive energies. So Scorpio, you could probably expect some kind of impulsive action, with it being Wands. Wands is about action. So there's some kind of impulsive action that the individual that you're dealing with is not going to tell you about. So it's like they're just going to show up one day. And I'm talking physically show up. They're not going to tell you, with the Seven of Swords, that they plan on doing this. They're just going to manifest in front of you. In the mutual energies between you is the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Four of Coins, and the Five of Wands. So mutually, this connection confuses you both, because it's in your mutual energies. There's also a lot of daydreaming that's going on in both of your energies that pertains to this connection. And there's something here long term with the Ten of Cups. So mutually, you're both wanting to have a reunion, only this time you both want it to last for the long term, because there's obviously there's been some kind of breakup here between you both, and this time round you're both wanting to make it work for the long term, instead of there being this breakup back together, that kind of energy. The love between you both has never faltered though. The love has always remained the same between you both. And with the Four of Coins showing up in your mutual energies, this is letting me know that you're both as equally as stubborn as each other. And neither of you are truly letting each other go here. Now somebody, in fact, you're both holding back, because there's a paranoia here that pertains to the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is conflict and competition. It's an unnecessary energy also. So there's been something, there's been unnecessary animosity that's been caused here. Your Five of Wands also pertains to power struggles. So again, with you both mutually being really, really stubborn individuals, it did cause power struggles between both of you. Now, the really interesting thing here that I'm also just seeing in this read, it depends on how traditional you want to go with your tarot, because I'm seeing this. Profitable marriage, consequences, three-person situation, marriage. Somebody here is, now this is going to be for a very, very small handful of you, not all of you. But somebody here is holding on to a marriage or another commitment for profit reasons, because they're scared of losing what they currently have on a monetary scale. So I would just bear that one in mind. Is there anything else for Scorpio and their person of interest in love, please? Axe. Breakup, separation, stopping the patterns, silent treatment and abandonment. The individual that you're dealing with is feeling abandoned by you somehow. There's definitely, see, 3 of Swords, 5 of Coins in their energy. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement and a soul contract. That's why this connection feels very, very magnetic, addictive almost, because there's some kind of soul contract here between you. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Sleep on it, think before you speak, get rest, don't sabotage, call it a day, needing a break and sleep deprived. So whoever is currently in this energy of the 3 of Swords, 5 of Coins, they are not getting enough rest at the moment. They can't figure out what the heck they're going to do next. How are they going to bring this truth in? See, bearing in mind, you've both got the Ace of Cups energies for each other. And somebody in this connection is feeling abandoned, left out and forgotten about. The runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy and listening to ego. So somebody in this connection, it wasn't coming together because another individual was listening to their pride and their ego. So they ran. And because they ran, coffin, endings, bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation and transition. So somebody in this connection couldn't handle the depth of this connection because this is a soul, this is a very strong soul bond here, and it scared somebody off, which ended the situation between you. Passion, insane chemistry, liking each other equally and having fun. Yeah, mutually in love with each other, mutually holding a lot of passion. The chemistry here is completely, it's insane. And the butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So the cards are indicating that this connection, it is salvageable because you've both got an Ace of Cups for each other. There's something here, definitely that can be salvaged, for sure. Right, way more cards than I wanted to take. We've got new beginning, a new adventure awaits, embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So there is going to be a new beginning when it pertains to this connection. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, what the actual fuck? Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those that you love. So that is, whoever it was that was listening to their pride and ego, is they're releasing that, because now they're realizing that there are far more important things in life than keeping yourself stuck because you're listening to your ego. And I've become all tongue-tied. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. And yeah, we did see power struggles here between you both. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. That's twice that we've had that soulmate card out. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes, and there's your answer. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Right. Very, very addictive connection, okay? Felt equally on a very, very deep level on both sides of the table. The connection is undeniable. The reason being, it's because this is actually a twin flame connection. I was suspecting that as much when I saw that you both had one of these cards each. That's your soul bond between you. That's why that's why you've had a runner. I'm looking here at a quite possible runner returns, and I'm pretty sure that we've had that out in your read before, Scorpio, and that's why the power struggles between you both. The chances are quite high that this is a twin flame connection here. Scorpio and their person of interest in love, please. Soul cage. Rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. Yeah, bearing in mind the individual that you are dealing with is dealing with a Saturn influence in their read, and that does pertain to restriction, pessimism and structure. So there is definitely something here that is keeping this individual from approaching you, Scorpio, definitely. And it's showing up again here with their soul cage card. It says, living half of a life and keeping in your comfort zone. There is something about this connection that is very, very out of the box. And the reason why it's so out of the box is because it's a twin flame connection. They almost always are out of the box. So there's a lot of things to be overcome here, and the runner in this connection wasn't happy coming out of their comfort zone. I'm feeling here quite strongly though that they are going to break free from their restrictions. Most likely outcome, please, for Scorpio and their person of interest in love. Thank you. So your most likely outcome for this particular connection is the Wheel of Fortune. I'm not even remotely surprised to see that as your most likely outcome, because this is a very divine connection. The divine is all over this connection, and they're showing up again as the most likely outcome, the Wheel of Fortune. That's the card of fate, karma and destiny. It's the card of that which is meant for you will never pass you by, and it's also the card of the divine is now taking control of this situation. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side. So this connection, I'm telling you, it is going to come into union, and the divine is going to make sure of it. 100%. They are all over this. Wow, that was a very powerful read. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Please do get in touch if that's resonated for you, because I I do not know what it is I'm reading. I literally just have to trust my cards and the other messages as and when they come in. I do read all of your comments. I might not be able to reply to them, but I absolutely do read them and appreciate every interaction on my channel. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then that information can be found in my pinned comments below. So thank you again, Scorpio. Very, very best of luck with this. Please do take care, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.